Uh, Again, you see the way they arrive in Delhi and then how they go home from with the car. What I'm trying to say, I could have easily not casted the sculpture. I could have kept the exactly how their work looked like, the one fabric and colorful material. But I'm just here. I'm trying to tell you why I cast the sculpture, why I'm bullet casting it, why ambassador I'm casting it, why I'm casting these bronze suitcases, why not keeping as it is. This question always arrive in my mind, but suddenly realize I would like to tell you that when my upbringing happened, we only visual art we used to see is calendar art. And when calendar arts we used to see it, we grew up with the calendar art. And the mainstream entertainment used to be is cinema. And cinema was the biggest entertainment in India. And I remember my parents used to take me to watch cinema and theater. So drama is, Indian people in cinema is very melody. They cry a lot, they laugh a lot, they fight a lot. And everything happen in stream. Nothing is, and that drama is really affect me. Even the mythological story in India, many places, in the movie, when they show the god and goddess pictures, and the same, because we read it, Ramayana, Mahabharata from childhood, we learn the many story we know. But same story, again you will watch in the movie theater, everybody get excited. They know that what is going to come next, but the excitement and that drama is still so powerful, so fascinating, and that's how the way things changes. I like to show you just one clip of Bollywood, this So, what I'm trying to say here, okay, when this is the Krishna and Sudama story, when Krishna taken the bite of the, everybody knows how the Krishna family is going to be, Sudama family is going to be changed. They become rich, they become so wealthy, they have a fabric. So I came also from middle class family, and also I have a dream to become like something big. And that dream, from childhood you carrying it, and that dream you can see in my work. That's why I cast them. That's why I also be like a magic wand, touch them and become a gold. So that's drama, I carried it with me till now, and that's reflected in my work. This is the piece I did in the Lille and in the church, and where I exhibited this piece, and I'm very happy the mayor of the Lille and the Lille people, they kept this piece permanently. So this is the piece, my first installation permanently installed anywhere in the world. This piece is called Aam Aadmi, but it's made mango. Mango is a only fruit in India where everybody can eat. The poor people, rich people. If apple is coming from Kashmir or either from outside of the country. But mango is the only fruit everybody can access and everybody can eat, and very popular. And but same time, when the politicians talk about the common people, they talk about Aam Aadmi in Hindi, and Aam means mango and Aam means people as well. So I'm playing with the here word Aam Aadmi, and means mango man, but it means common man. And this mango, that's why I made it in the this mango is casted in bronze and paint like exactly look like a mango. Again, this piece is very important to me because when I made this piece, I was always sometime is how the arts and for an artist is very important. And when I saw Duchamp work, I wanted to meet him. I want to talk to him. And I thought, how I'm going to talk to him? So it's like making these works, and like when I saw this exhibition in Tate Modern, when the Picabia, Man Ray, and Duchamp show, and when I saw the in postcard, when I scribbled it, that time I thought, okay, I'm going to make this a sculpture in 3D. And also not because I wanted to make in 3D, also it's like writing one postcard to Duchamp itself as an artist. So it's a dialogue between the artist to artist, and that's how I made this piece. So.
Please tell me. Now, of course, the thing that Subodh hasn't talked about is what's going on next door. And I understand he probably isn't going to. I feel like I've got a guilty secret, which is I have stuck my head through the door, and it is ravishingly beautiful. And I think that's where I wanted to kind of start with the questions, which is that the work that we've seen varies from being apparently not beautiful to being incredibly visually beautiful. And at the same time, sometimes the work will combine some kind of physical, beautiful presence with a kind of terrible content. So we think about the image that you showed, The Line of Control, which is the piece that was installed in the Devane Galleries in the Tate, whose subject is, the nuclear mushroom cloud. So I wonder whether beauty matters to you or how it matters to you.
That's why I said, like when I choose the material as stainless steel utensil, it's shining. The aesthetic is there. But bizarre thing is emptiness is there too. So emptiness and the aesthetic both together, and that's me, and that's my work. So it's very important, both the aspects, not just about the aesthetic value, but same time, why this aesthetic value I'm carrying with the what meaning.
Can I ask you a little bit more about this signature material? In some sense, it seems kind of ubiquitous and utilitarian, and you find it everywhere in India. At the same time, it's also quite specific in that it's quite modern. It's related to the rise of the Indian steel industry, which is, as we know in the UK, is globally important. And I was very interested in some of the writing around your work, that it's also generational, so that an older generation, for example, would have eaten off brass. So I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about stainless steel and its kind of life.
Yes, brass is you see the Gandhi three monkeys, the sculpture I made in the old brass, where they're already disappearing now, and already disappear almost, but still you can find them, and I did find them and able to make a work out of that. It's a contrast material, but same time, always my intention, always my practice involved with the very contemporary life. It means I know how the 60s or 70s look like, but for me it's very important what is look right now. And what is right now, my work is about that. And I always issue that thing. So material is same time, the stainless steel been right now, but again it's changing, so my work will be changed too. So it's about, I always look at it the day to day.
And how does that change, or does it change if you work with a material like bronze? For example, in the castings.
Bronze is a very fascinating material and always remain and always will be. And I do work in the bronze too. Mona Lisa casted in the bronze. And like some of the material for an artist is very important, like marble, bronze. It's like material is for an artist sometimes is so fascinating. Like watercolor. Watercolor is not necessary you know how to do watercolor or not how to do watercolor. But watercolor is material itself. When you see it in the art shop, your mouth like a water, like you wanted to have it. Even you don't know how to maybe watercolor, but just putting watercolor in the handmade paper itself is an act of making art. Either you can make it or not, but something material is so fascinating. So sometimes bronze marble, watercolor. It's very fascinating material for an artist. Charcoal, it's just, even you don't know how to draw, but something attempt, you go for that. So material is very, some material is very, very universal, very open for everyone, and it's very interesting.
You're talking about material, you touch on watercolor. How do you think your training as a painter impacts on your current practice, which includes painting, but also is emphatically sculpture?
I trained as a painter because maybe that was the cheapest way to express yourself. And you didn't know how to, and the journey, painting and drawing, you will never get end. And like suppose today I'm collecting the utensil from the market and making artworks. So most of the artwork is made in the foundry. Like Mona Lisa, I'm not casting myself. So I conceptualize the idea, and then somebody else is doing it. 3 months I'm not going to my studio and do nothing. So painting is something that fascinates me, and the smell of oil color, the smell of these paintings is very interesting, it's very nice. And that time, even you can paint or not, but you try to paint and do something, and it's a very fascinating moment for an artist.
You've talked about the work in terms of a kind of personal journey and the way it touches on materials and personal experiences. What's your feeling about some of the more political interpretations that might be put on your work, the sense that what you're talking about is globalism, the acceleration of the Indian economy? Do you have any
no, yes, always, but I told you Aam Aadmi about the mango piece. Yeah. It about the same time is political statement, because the way it talk about the common man and the many things. Artist is not about the issue. Even signing one utensil, the way home, is a statement. The reality is it's not something you can bring it like a very politically, but yes, I don't make political works. But today, in which environment we live in very, we all watching television, we all watching news, we all know what's happening to the world, not only in the political era, also the environmentally, where our children is going to go, what we going to give this earth. Many issues we're dealing with it, very sensitive issue we're dealing with it. And every time we are crossing through, we are not just silent and making, we are very conscious what's going on. Yes, and that's why you say, see that my gold piece is written 1 kg war. And it's gold is about the power. And because we live in the country where the very sensitive country, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, China, what's happening? What's happening going to take place in North Korea? Many things we are dealing with the issue. So it's subconsciously, even we are not trying to make political art, but you can't help it. You have to go that angle, and it's happened. So purposely we're not looking it, but it's going automatically is happening it. But it's very not to shout, but you can see in the work.
I'm aware that we have an opening to go to, and I'm very aware that we've asked Subodh to do something which is quite extraordinary, which is that, you know, he hasn't opened his show yet, and we're asking him to speak to his work and to speak of his work at a time when he might be wanting either to rest or just, you know, sit down and have a beer. So can I ask you to join me in thanking Subodh for sharing his thoughts with us, and thanking him in advance for what you're going to see when that door opens in 5 or 10 minutes' time. Thank you very much.